At LRXD, we believe in a brighter and bolder future where health and well-being become accessible to all. Our digital talk series, Take Care Tuesday, is focused on giving us all a deeper dive into practices and opinions from some of the top thinkers today in health and wellness, creativity, social and environmental activism, and futurism. Today, I'm very happy to be having a roundtable discussion with three women. The first is Nicole Whitney, and she is a safer beauty advocate and a plus fit model located in Los Angeles. And then we have sisters Hadley and Peyton Bell, who are brand communication managers for their family-owned company, Formula 1006. So I think for today, you guys, I'll have you just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves. Nicole, why don't you go ahead?
Okay. Hi, everyone. And thank you for allowing me to be on the show. My name is Nicole Whitney. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I reside now in Los Angeles, California, but I am a safer beauty advocate for Beautycounter as a consultant, and I work for another company of sustainable coffee as a brand ambassador for Nestle Nespresso. So I work with both companies, but my journey started really long ago with being in service for people, working with my mom and in-home like daycare. I really got a real knack for just helping people, helping children. And then in my adult years, I grew to just being on this path. And, you know, as my health in my adult years started to decline and I really had to really, you know, look inward and go in a safer direction. I think that when you can relate to people, when you have a passion for what you're doing and you're able to change lives, you're able to make an impact in the world. And so with Beautycounter, it led me to be able to have a voice. And it led me to be able to just speak in volumes of just understanding people and you know, really relating to issues that we are suffering with today.
Thank you.
I'm Hadley Bell, one of the sisters behind Formula 1006. So Formula 1006 is a family company started by our great-grandfather in 1933. Our family has also been involved in Bonnie Bell Cosmetics and Lip Smackers. So since we were born, we've been around cosmetics, skincare, anything in that realm. We modeled as kids. We went to work with our parents all the time. We went to the factory, packed boxes. So we've been involved in everything. We used to think it was super fun to go to work, and now it's still obviously super fun, but then it was just like we'd run around, say hi to everyone, go to the accounting department, go to the design department, meet with the chemist, and it was just like a playground for us. So we absolutely love what we do, what we've always done. And now I am a brand communications manager along with my sister Peyton. I also work in design and new product development and really anywhere. We have a super small team based in Cleveland, where we're from. And we really get involved in anything that needs our help, really. Our team is super nimble. We move around. We wear many hats, which is great. We love it. It's a really awesome company to work for, and we absolutely love creating products. We work with really great retail partners like Ulta, who are super involved in conscious beauty efforts. And so just really trying to make a difference with the skincare that we create and just create products that anyone can use, anyone can access, to really elevate and celebrate their skincare journeys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm Peyton. I'm Hadley's younger sister. we were just laughing about that. I'm younger, he's older. But yeah, we both grew up in Cleveland and now actually both live in Denver. I've been here for 5 years. And after college, I kind of tried to do my own thing and it never really picked up. So then I recognized the opportunity that we had with our family's company, and being in the industry for almost 90 years, I realized that that was such a privilege, and to have that opportunity to actually learn what it was like to see a lot of the company from sales information and data to new product development, just being involved on such a deep level at such a young age and stage in my career. So one of the things that I love most about our brand is that we have these partnerships, like longstanding relationships with vendors and other partners who allow us to get our ingredients at a lower cost, which really allows us to create products that are approachable and accessible to everyone. So from like 14 years old or even younger now, when people are starting skincare routines, being able to choose products that they can purchase multiple at a time and test. And then we have consumers who have been using us forever, since our great grandpa started the brand pretty much, and still to this day use our heritage product, which is so totally clean. So it's fun to work with the family, for Hadley and I to get to do what we love together. And we're really excited to tell you a little more about our family's company and the products we make.
Thank you. We're really excited too. I know all of us at LRXD are glad that all three of you are here just to connect with us. So why don't we start off with, so what are some of the ways that you see beauty and skincare evolving into a more responsible commodity for the public? Hadley and Peyton, maybe you guys can kind of get us started on that one.
Yeah, sure. So like I was just saying, I think with our costs, we really we believe that our responsibility is creating products that are available for a multitude of people. We know that our consumers and most customers have a variety of skincare concerns at any time. So allowing consumers to have products that are multitasking and do multiple things at once, rather than needing to rehaul your whole skincare collection every time a new concern comes up, and allowing those prices to stay low. We believe that as creators in the industry, allowing to share that with consumers and not kind of singling out different groups of people by creating inaccessible products is really one of our biggest pushes. And one of the missions of our great grandpa was to always create a valuable product. And that's something that our grandpa continued with Lip Smackers when he created it in 1973. And then our dad has continued, and then what Hadley and I seek to do as well.
Yeah, I think just to add, we feel we have a responsibility to consumers who they only see the end product, whereas we're involved in every single step that gets you to that end product. And that means we have a responsibility to finding partners, suppliers, and anybody that we work with along the way, that they have similar values to what we have. And that's bringing the greatest value, high efficacy products. We're cruelty free. We always check up on that. And also working with retailers who share similar values. One of our biggest and probably our most valuable retail partners, just because of the efforts that they have, is Ulta, especially with their conscious beauty initiative. So we're taking great actions. I know they're really putting a lot of emphasis on it and putting a lot of stress into, or not stress, but they're asking a lot of their retail partners they have a certain criteria that you need to meet in order to be in the conscious beauty and a program. And so they're asking a lot of their partners to show that they are part of that and show ways that they're taking initiative to be a part of that. And so I think working with companies and brands and retailers like that really allows us to be more responsible and to give the consumer exactly what they want. One of the biggest partners that we've had is PETA. We're certified PETA cruelty-free. And just doing those kinds of things, even if, a certain consumer isn't necessarily aware of it, those are the kinds of things that we're doing behind the scenes to make sure that we're creating the best we can.
Nicole, what would you add on that evolution of responsible beauty?
I think from a consumer standpoint, in like being responsible, is to make it accessible, to have this demand for like safer ingredients that people can just access everywhere. And for the consumer, a lot of states don't have, and companies don't have a lot of stricter regulations on products. So I think for a consumer standpoint, it's taking, I want to see it moving forward to where they're in the driver's seat, where they're taking control of what they choose, to be responsible and referencing, their overall health.
And maybe that's a great segue into talking more about legislation and some of the things that are, evolving right now in terms of what's changing for safer regulations. I know, Nicole, you're pretty tapped into that. Can you speak to that?
Yeah. So the regulation right now, it's been like 83 years that the FDA hasn't passed really milestones in regards into the cosmetics industry, so that with referencing a lot of ingredients, it's been since 1938 that legislation has not been changed. So the cosmetic industry is over, I would say, a $93 billion corporation that the FDA has oversee in reference to a lot of, chemicals that they have registered in a lot of states and a lot of countries. So in referencing right now where we're currently at, only in the US, 30 ingredients have been banned from cosmetics and chemicals, been banned in this industry right now as we are living in. So the EU has banned over 1,400 ingredients, and Canada has banned 600 ingredients. So it's a very difficult type of terrain to kind of live with, so yeah, that's what I would like to say in reference to that. I just want to kind of chime in and give my thoughts on that, but I would like to open that up to the floor in regards to that.
Yeah. Do you see that as making more things transparent enough for us to see, okay, well, this is a chemical that's in this product. And then as you're saying, overseas, there's more restrictions and more chemicals that are banned. So having that more evident in the US, and then potentially also just having clear, transparent outlines on the ingredient list. Is that mainly what's being pushed forward right now?
It is. Well, the Safer Fragrance Bill has been passed. For since last year, and that gives companies the right to disclose allergens in the state of California, and with the word fragrance, it has hidden a lot of like chemicals embedded into that word alone. This bill that's being passed right now gives companies that disclosure. So it's not just like a trade secret, it's putting the consumer in the driver's seat of knowing what's in products that they're choosing, that when they go into the stores, they have, full control over what they're putting onto their bodies. And that is a very exciting thing that, Beautycounter has pushed in referencing, in this journey of safer ingredients. So I would like to say that. I would like to say that there has been like now up to date, they have worked for 9 years straight trying to pass bills and pass legislation so that we are not blinded by what's going on in our well-being of just products that are just we have to maintain our body, our upkeep, but it shouldn't be harmful. It shouldn't be where products can hurt you in a sense of just having skin rashes or some endocrine stressors that are going on. So yeah, that's what I would like to say.
Is this something that you guys think about, Peyton and Hadley, like in your company, just transparency, but also how does that apply to, a branding mission to empower the consumer, anyone who's using beauty products? How does that apply to, your own marketing tactics or your own strategizing?
You want to go? Sure. Okay. So we also have offices in Norway and Australia. So we're an international brand, which means we also have to follow guidelines in those countries. So we, with our ingredients and the formulation of our new products, we're always looking at regulations in other countries as well, to make sure that we're following them so that entering into those markets doesn't require creating new products. So all of our products follow EU guidelines. And in terms of empowerment, we also, if you've looked at our packaging, it's very bright, it's inclusive. We have all different color products. Like we said, our price point is inclusive. I think allowing people to have that ability to create that routine that is personal is also one of our biggest goals. We don't ask our consumers or kind of try to push that every single one of your products has to be Formula 1006. We truthfully don't only use our products, and we're not trying to say that you have to. So I think just giving people the opportunity and space to ask questions about skincare concerns. Hadley and I are the ones who respond to all of our direct messages, all of our comments on Instagram. We're the ones behind it. So creating that like friendship with our consumers and really being the people where if someone has a concern with our product, let us know. We'll take it to our chemist because we can call him like right now. We could get him on the phone. We have that access, which is like what Hadley was saying earlier, where we see the whole process, which is unique in this industry. It's massive, and we're able to still have that ability to have a small team and still create products on an international level. So I think just allowing people to have access to us, access to products, and a space to create what makes them feel best is really one of our biggest ways that we empower individuals.
Yeah. And I think we're in the skincare industry, but we've been a part of the beauty and the makeup industry. And so we kind of know all those different realms, and we see it as really an expression of creativity and yourself. And I think, especially with skincare, we create skincare so that you feel your best without makeup, with or without makeup, but really it's about your skin and your bare skin. And I think that is a way that we really empower people. because we want them to feel their best when they're performing their skincare routine, whether it's super simple or more complex. We have products that can make it feel like a luxurious spa treatment for a fraction of the cost. But either way, you end up feeling great. You feel happy. It's fun. It's exciting. It's great to try new products. It's fun to share with people. I mean, we're family oriented because of our business model, but we also really try to express that with our products. Our products are giftable. They're to friends, to family, but also to yourself. It's kind of a form of self-expression and celebration. And I think that's really how we empower individuals, is we make it super accessible and fun and inviting, but then also it helps you create a version of yourself that makes you feel empowered and beautiful and wonderful and confident. Yeah. And just the way you are, come as you are. And I think that's what we've always wanted to do, even with Lip Smackers and Bonnie Bell. I mean, we've been through the range of different ages. Lip Smackers was definitely more of like a girl oriented brand, but we had sporty products. I mean, we used to hand them out to everyone, and everyone on the street loved them. We used to give them as Halloween trick or treat, that's what we gave for trick or treating. And I think with Formula 1006, we're really trying to push that as like, this is for anybody, any budget, any skin type, any skin concern, any age range. And we see that with the people that we share our products with. We have people on Instagram coming to us and saying, oh, my 80-year-old grandma loves this stuff. I gave this to my boyfriend and we had a spa night, or I shared this with my wife. It's really fun to hear that and to feel like we're being shared. And I think that's super empowering.
I love that idea of empowering the body and your skin in general for cleaner living. And it's not just about masking something or fixing something. It's really just about healing from within as well.
Yeah.
So, in our last few minutes, I'd love to hear each of you share a little bit about, if you were to give us, the audience, the listeners, a piece of advice, one action step that we could take tomorrow to make the world a healthier and happier place, what would that be for you? Maybe Nicole, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. I think that moving forward, it's one person at a time having discussions, and in reference to safer beauty and referencing to clean beauty, it's about just the overall well-being of the person, how they are, feeling great from within, because beauty should be good for you. And if anybody has taken anything or hasn't taken anything of what I was speaking about, I just know this, that you're in the driver's seat of your own wellness, and in how we're being more innovative and how we're pushing the needle forward in this demand for cleaner products, houseware or beauty products. It should be good for you.
I think my action item is just keep it simple, especially when it comes to skincare. There's so many other things that you can spend your time and your effort on. And I think with skincare, the simpler you keep it, the more fun it can be. Obviously, if you have the time and you absolutely love creating more complicated skincare routines, do it. Do what makes you feel best. But I think the easiest way to get started or kind of revamp what you're doing is just keep it simple. Couple steps, once or twice a day, and just really commit to doing it.
My action item is wear SPF. I think people often think of their skin as a barrier, but really it's more of a sponge. So everything you put on it or are exposed to seeps right in. So even when it's cloudy, there are UV rays, there's sun coming through. So if you don't get your SPF routine when you're young, you'll realize later that you wish you did. So especially if you have kids or something, just put it on them every day.
That's great advice. Thank you, guys. So before we wrap up, for the listeners, just share where we can find you guys, you know, the website or Instagram. What's the best place to keep in contact?
So you can find me on Instagram at I am Nicole Whitney, on Clubhouse, on my name is I am Nicole Witt. I have a website in my bio on my Instagram page, so you can click the link and find me there. But those are the two options that I am around.
You can find us on Instagram at Formula 1006 US. And then our website is www.formula1006.com. And there's a lot more information about our company. You can chat with us on Instagram, on Facebook. We're the ones running it. So it's our brand, but it's really us.
Yeah. And if you have any product questions, like we said, reach out to us. If there's anything when you type in our website, it's Formula 1006, but we pronounce it 1006 because it's based on the RX number our grandpa started with. But also if there are any products that anyone wants to try from our website, you can use the promo code ThankYou25 and get 25% off. So if you have any questions or want to try anything, let us know.
Thank you so much. So that was Thank You 25.
Yeah, all caps, but I think it works either way.
Great. Well, I want to thank you all for being here just to share some of your wisdom and your light with us at LRXD and the public at large. So thank you so much for coming on.